Hi folks, Puffin here with your Antifa News Briefa for August 29th, 2021. This one's about censorship and deep social media platforms. Specifically, a few months ago when Trump had the Trump virus and people were not allowed to wish that he did not survive the Trump virus. To be clear, people would like to say that Trump would deserve for the Trump virus to be how he died because he was the person, and of all the people on earth, who was the most responsible for spreading it by lying about it, by telling people not to wear masks, by just on and on pushing people back to work and activities. Everything he did was in order to spread it. Now, he did that for Putin. It was part of his role as a Putin puppet. So you can place the blame in other places, but Trump is the figure for it, which is why in the future it's called the Trump virus. But the thing is, his genocide continues to this day through other characters. And when he had it, people knowing that he was the one guilty for spreading it around, that he deserved more than anyone, more than hundreds of thousands of people in America and millions of people around the world who died from it, Trump deserved it the worst. It was a very natural sentiment for people to have and to want to express. And it didn't violate terms of anybody's. Wishing somebody doesn't survive a death from a natural cause doesn't violate anybody's terms of service or anybody's rules. But all the social media platforms together, or as far as I know, everything, agreed to ban the expression of that thought. So it's a thought police, anti-free speech. Free speech ended when Trump had the Trump virus and people couldn't say how they felt about it. So that was bad, and I don't want to forget that. I do want to point out that recently, Governor Abbott of Texas had the Trump virus, and people could wish that he wouldn't survive it, and there was no repercussions taken. This means a few different things. It's not great that it's good. It's good that because Trump is gone and he's not in power and doesn't have that power to also protect many Trumps, that, yeah, it seems like the tide has turned, or is still turning, but has turned in favor of the good. And yeah, if you want to say how you feel about Governor Abbott and what he deserves, you can. Free speech is back on. But we can never forget that free speech was postponed, suspended, was cut off at that point in whenever it was October, November of 2020. It was cut off for a while, or you were cut off. If you made an expression of that expression was deleted, you were banned from the platform. I get banned all the time anyway, so I can get banned for a lot less. But I know people who were banned for, just saying something like that. So that's how that went. That's how that was operated. And as bad as it was for them to do that, the good thing about Trump, and as bad as everything about Trump is, and everything he's done since then is even worse, as bad as all that is, the good thing about him being out and free and running around able to do that is it traps these other ones in the net. So now you know that Facebook is guilty, and YouTube, frankly, and these other platforms are guilty of giving in to that demand by Trump to not let the desire for him to not survive the Trump virus receive the attention and likes that it would have gotten if you could tweet about it or post about it or whatever. And think about it. Why were they afraid of that? Is there a magical power behind that many people expressing something that it makes it happen? Were they afraid of that happening? Were they trying to protect him from the magic of words? I don't know that they believe in it so much like that. Maybe they were. Maybe they do believe in it like that. Maybe try some magic words. See how it works for you. Try good magic words. See how it works for you. I believe in the magic of words. So I say if you try words, especially good words with a magical intention, you will have good things happen to reveal to you the magic of words. But I don't think that's why they banned the speech. I don't think they wanted there to be the ability for, however many millions of people to like somebody's cleverly phrased tweet about this topic. And then, a good thing to be able to express yourself more fully when it's just Governor Abbott, because he's like, a disposable rabbit like Ashley Babbitt. There's certain doors and windows you don't jump through. When you do, you get shot down to the ground. And then we look in the hole you came up through and we just smells like, oh yeah, Who helped you dig that hole? I smell Trump, I smell Putin, I smell Zuckerberg. You know, like, they're going to get each other caught eventually. That's how evil works. And we, the people, not just the people of America, but the people of humanity, we, the people, have the power to catch and expose and root them out and start picking them off and start teaching. Some of them can be cautionary examples to other ones. This is a lesson to not be like this. So we're all doing that. We all have a role to play in that. So thank you for watching this video. That's a role to play. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for the videos that you make. If you haven't made any yet, thank you for the videos you're going to make. Because it's not hard. I mean, just sit down, tell people how you feel. I feel a lot better being able to talk to whoever you are. So thank you so much for listening and sharing these ideas and sharing in conversation about these ideas. Free speech. It's what fascists are most afraid of. They're afraid of free speech because they're afraid of the truth. Because the truth defeats them, and the more people know it, the more easily they're defeated. So let's spread the word. And it's natural to want revenge upon, or to want people to have the consequences for their actions. That's natural, a craving for justice. And justice is one of the deepest cravings people have. Like, they do scientific studies on like babies, and babies want justice. Like, everybody wants justice at a core level. Revenge isn't necessarily justice. And sometimes, like when President Biden drone striked a terrorist who committed a suicide attack on American soldiers in Afghanistan last week, to some people it's very satisfying that a retaliation has taken place for an evil action. And in a lot of ways it's satisfying because people would like revenge, or would like to retaliate on someone they can't and they'll never retaliate on. But anybody getting what they deserve is satisfying to that unmet sense of a need for justice. So when people realize, who's been messing it up, there is a strong sense of justice. And that's why we have supposedly a justice system. But of course, the justice system must be just. And we have an injustice system. I heard that from, it's not Megadeth. It might have been Megadeth. I think it might have been Iron Maiden. I can't remember. I'm sorry. A hard rock band in the 80s had that opening one of their songs. It's out there that we can stop the way this system is and change the system to another way. But we have to be able to talk about it. And the fact that they shut down free speech when it came to Trump, they protected him from a bunch of words. But historically, they'll always go down for having done that. And who made those decisions will eventually be known, and why, and who they were in contact with, and stuff like that. And maybe people don't seem to have that much time to care about it now. But some people do. And thanks to those people for caring about it, it will be known to more people, and people will be able to do something about it and expose those types of decisions. I'm really grateful to Joe Biden for mentioning that, Facebook's killing people by spreading lies, not just allowing the lies to be spread, but actively spreading lies, putting out fake accounts to spread the lies about the vaccines, about the Trump virus. That they're killing people by doing that, and they need to have harsh consequences for that. I say seize Facebook, then you'll get all the records and find out everything that they did. Nationalize it, meaning let every country run their own Facebook. That way every country's involved in this plan. And you just arrest Zuckerberg like any other drug dealer, mafia lord, to seize his properties for the genocide and terrorism that he helped enable, or was central to. Same for Trump. So we'll get to that point, but in the meantime, they keep making it worse for each other, for their own connections, as they keep getting more people arrested. And those people might think that they're going to survive if they don't betray Trump. But survival is in betraying Trump. Like, come back to America, let Trump go off the deep end on his own. And we'll sink that ship when we come to it. But right now, and he might just flee on a ship at some point, but you're not going to be on that ship. So don't act like Trump's going to save you. Like, it's time to betray him. America can save you. The truth can save you. You come back to America, come back to the truth. Betray Trump. Thanks, and see you soon. And get your free speech. Use your free speech. And remember and challenge them when they take it from you, because that shows what they're afraid of. Thanks. Have a great day.